Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel, where today we are going to jump straight into the action with the Invisible Warrior, the Invisible Samurai, the Invisible Baguette. Well, you get the point, ELC Even 90. And let me show you the art of invisibility, as Dragon said during one of our live streams, that ELC is the definition of the art of invisibility in the world of tanks, and I thought, well, that's a pretty nice title, let's go for it. So what is the art behind his invisibility? Well, it is actually super simple. How you can be invisible while spotting everyone at the same time out in the open, even from 200 meters away. Commander's vision system. Go to the optics, low noise exhaust, food, of course you need full camo crew, and brothers in arms. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. You can get your camo, all the time available camo, at 54 up to 54.58. And I'm not even using the camo directive, I'm actually using view range directive just to devalue the enemy camo even a bit more, because it is already invisible enough. And just like that, you have made yourself one invisible vehicle in World of Tanks, which is one of the best scouts in the game tier by tier. But you know, this is what this tank, or this is the good and the bad thing about this tank. Especially if you're trying to free market, you need to hope for the assistance. And many times, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, it can be quite hard, as I figured it out, or as I felt it myself very closely while I was trying to free mark this vehicle. Now I can say, yes, congratulations. Finally, ELC has been free marked, and it turned out to be one of the most frustrating free marks for me personally. Unexpectedly, very surprisingly, one of the most frustrating free marks, because I got absolutely hammered by the matchmaking with the map rotation matchmaking, or RNG. Can we call it RNG? I don't know. Anyway, I'm very happy that every single battle I tried to do that was on live stream as well, so I have some proof for that. I had roughly 70 or 80 battle streak, guys, with only one Murovanka, no Prokhorovka, no Malinovka, and Murovanka only once, guys. You know, my favorite scouting maps, one of the best scouting maps. No Malinovka, no Prokhorovka whatsoever. Maps like this, or game wasn't really shy dishing out maps every other battle, such as Berlin, Himmelsdorf, Ensk, Paris. Oh, Paris was very popular. Tundra as well. All those maps, you know, you work your ass off in one battle just to lose your progress in the next one. It was just yo-yoing back up and down for 70, 80 battles, from 92 up to 94, down to 92, 91 and a half, up to 94, and so on for 70, 80 battles. And all it took, guys, was 6 battles on good maps to get it actually done, from 91 and a half all the way up to 95.25 or 26, something like that. 6 battles. All the previous 80 battles on, you know, average maps. Whew, struggle. Good maps, 6 battles done. We can go home. Yeah, anyway, ELC. I picked this battle for one very specific reason, because it showcases what we had to do, you know, how much thinking we had to do in many positions, in many situations, just to get some spotting done, just to get some damage done on the enemies. On a map like Stujanki, this is a wild card. I have had some exceptionally nice light tank battle games as well, especially if the north side works out, if they have tank destroyers up there, many tank destroyers sniping, I can spot those guys, and sometimes medium tank sniping from the railroads as well. But nothing like this happened in this game. I went to the north hoping to get the Waffendrager at first. You saw me going in quite deep, you know, behind some of the bushes up on the hill, but absolutely nothing spotted. I didn't see Waffendrager. Waffendrager was now spotted in the middle, actually, so I had to reposition, and already the middle was taken by all the allies. There was another tier 9 light tank actually already in the position, so I would be fighting for the spotting with that AMX, so I had to do something different, and luckily I saw an opportunity in the south. I saw that the south is quite open. We are not pushing in, enemies not pushing in, and I was simply hoping to get something done over here. And luckily M6Yo and Charfutur were spotted over here. Now I did open fire originally at that M6 Yo tank because this guy was on this side of the house, and you know, I was thinking I can put a couple shots in, dealing damage at the same time. None of our teammates were able to see that guy when that Yo tank was on our side of the house, so I thought if I put a couple shots in, I'm able to deal some damage, plus maybe I'm going to make this guy move and my allies are able to take some shots from the middle, or you know, some shots overall. Just to make that guy reposition a bit, and Sharfutur luckily was over here, and Emil as well back is sniping, and over here still waiting for him a moment, waiting for the teammates, waiting what the north is doing. Very happy that I decided to reposition from the north actually, because you can see it has been quite a stale fight over there, and I would not receive, or I would not have received any assistance from that. I did knock over those trees just to hopefully spot that Emil once again, who most likely is in the dip somewhere over there. Yo tank is still back in action, peeking. Barask could be somewhere over here. AMX 1390, enemy AMX 1390 has been spotted, who was sitting all the time up in the hill and destroyed our AMX 1390 actually. Yo tank still waiting for my allies patiently. We have to be very patient over here because this gun is actually one of the biggest threats in the game, I would say so. One of the most, if not the most unreliable gun in the game, hands down. It is only tier 8 vehicle, but you honestly cannot rely on this. Like low alpha damage, low penetration, low shell velocity, horrible accuracy, horrible aiming time, just, you know, taking someone out and you know that you are going to take someone out is a very rare feeling, very rare occasion. I'm feeling so comfortable using this gun. So assistance, of course, is the main income. There is the SDA-1 going up. We're able to spot that SDA-1 as well, and beautifully receiving some assistance. We have a Skoda sniping from the behind, T-55, Rojetta 46. You know, now luckily we are receiving all the assistance from the Yo tank as well. Heavy tank, what was that? Type 4 heavy was actually pushing up in the industrial area, in the CD line, somewhere over there. And by the way, we have one AFK tank as well, if you haven't noticed that already. Chrysler K either disconnected or didn't feel like playing this game. In the meantime, still stacking up some assistance from the SDA-1. I'm like really questioning, should I take the shot, should I not take the shot? Like, I was honestly waiting until the final moment to see if my allies are going to be able to take that guy out, and when I saw this guy was trying to run away, I did take the shot, and it was actually you know, bad shot. I took it quite late, you know, low shell velocity and whatnot, and kinda unlucky as well because I tracked that guy, and tracking, you know, doesn't go on the top of the mark of excellence assistance if you already have a lot more spotting. But together with those guys, the Yo tank has been taken out, and it is time to move forward, hoping to get some more spotting done over here while getting spotted by that Emil 1 actually. So now I simply have to wait until my teammates are going to take out Emil 1. There it goes, 42 damage from the D55, and it is done. I should not be spotted anymore. There is Waffentrager Panzer 4 as well. Definitely not going to fire yet. I want to get behind the bushes before I'm going to open up my gun. You know, hopefully maybe 660 damage done. This is the average potential damage from one clip, and here it is. I was spotted by the, I think by the AMX, who is up over there, yes, who was still sitting up in the middle hill actually. And here I just was bashing this gun while hitting 3 out of 3, you know. The final shot was a high roll as well, from 220 up to 254 into AMX 1390. Already very happy with the result, especially after I saw what happened at the start of the battle, how nothing happened in the north, how middle was already taken, and basically we got all of this playing the very south red line basically on this map. There is one more vehicle left for me to damage, and you know, this is the gun, especially if you are not going to fully aim in your shots. So this is actually crazy. So now with the final shot I made sure I'm going to fully aim it in, but here you saw the absolutely crazy long aiming time, and I missed out some some damage. So just a little showcase, close to 7,000 combined, but just a little showcase how much I had to work for this type of score just to lose it all in the next battle. Now, let me just show you one very good battle on Murovanka. You know, if you get a good light tank map with this vehicle, you can be like the craziest invisible warrior, the craziest invisible predator, even in the ELC and even in the tier 10 matchmaking. And this is what I want to see with ELC as well. You know, the best combination to get with ELC when we are trying to market, when you're trying to play with it to get the high score, is good scouting map and the tier 10s. You basically need tier 10 matchmaking as well. Why? Because you have so much more HP on the battlefield. So much more HP on the battlefield, so much more potential spotting. Very sorry for the outlines not showing up. It is a known replay bug, which I guess is not too high on the list in the wargaming bug fixes. Many times the replay, if you're recording or simply watching the replays, the outlines are not showing up, and the same happened in this battle. So this is the position, especially if I start from the south, I like to use a lot. You know, those two bushes, like this one where I'm sitting, and one more towards the enemy base, and also one which is where I'm going to back up into very, very soon. More closer to the forest, you know, more closer to that position up over there. A position where you can spot them with your CVS, with your good view range, while staying completely stealthy. Nobody has any idea what is going on. Nobody has any idea, you know, who is spotting them. Well, most likely they are thinking it has to be ELC, but nobody knows where exactly I am, of course, before I take the shot. And over here I was able to fire 3 times without getting spotted, simply using the CVS, view range, and all the bushes. You know, double push up, triple push up, but in this case, I don't know, quadruple, quintuple push up action, so definitely not getting spotted. Now here is E1, Skoda did receive 1 shot from me, and I got some assistance from the Skoda as well, while getting some more assistance from the E1. Skoda, as we can see from the minimap, actually is repositioning. Most likely either towards the east, following the enemy tanks who are pushing forward, or all the way back to the base. Here is Borask once again, outspotting that guy without getting spotted, myself back. You know, the art of invisibility, ladies and gentlemen. Low noise exhaust, and the ELC itself is simply crazy combination. They need a lot of view range, they need CVS basically to outspot me. In this type of situation, the only way how they are going to spot me is if they are going to proxy me, like that Borask was going to do. Borask is in my proxy range, so I knew I'm definitely going to receive, or I'm definitely going to be spotted, so let's take a shot. Let's take at least 1 shot. And at the same time, I got juicy assistance from the 53 DP, 992 from a single shot. It had to be E4 high rolling or something like that, or double hit by 2 allied tanks. At the same time, 183 actually nuked our E4. So 183 is doing the work. 183, who has never been even spotted, nuked our E4. Now it is time to go after either that Skoda to see where that Skoda went, or Borask, you know, just to keep the enemy tank spotted. And with this little road over here, I can spot the enemy tanks who are sitting at the red line as well. In the north, here is Skoda. Skoda, who actually could play, you know, repositioned all the way. Getting some assistance from the Leopard. Here is T-44-100. Ooh, that should be a juicy assistance once again. I don't know if this guy is AFK or what is happening. Anyway, getting some more assistance from the T-44-100 while using those trees, the bushes over here to stay even more stealthy. Over here, my goal is to either spot that 183 or Borask, and here it is. Full HP, juicy 183. Using the trees, using all the cover possible. to get as close as possible. And I'm thinking actually taking one clip into that 183 if I see this guy taking the shot. Now looking for the guy, and boom, just like that. And you see, as soon as this guy got spotted, I thought, 183 started turning its gun towards me. At first I thought, okay, did I get just proxy? Did this guy actually spot me? Is this how I am going to end? But luckily, he was only turning around, and we are able to put some sneaky shots into the side. First shot, of course, bounces because it is ELC, and boom, 2 shots go in. Leopard 1 repositioned once again all the way back to the bushes up here. I ate one shot from the Leopard 1, who actually knocked out my gunner as well. Which I am not super keen fixing, seems like it. I didn't even remember that I didn't fix my gunner right away. Well, it is what it is. Terry's Barask going in, trying to do some final stand spotting. And you can see that enemy team actually picked up this battle quite nicely. I think it was 8-2. We were winning like 8 destroyed tanks versus 2 destroyed tanks. And they gave all the way back up to 10-8. Before taking out at Barask, it was actually 10-8, which is quite crazy comeback by the enemy team. Anyway, we have quite a nice HP lead. I need to scout out at Leopard 1, who was on my left right now, but because I didn't get spotted, nor did I spot at Leopard 1, there is only one place where this guy can be now, in front of me, moved up to support the 183, and yes, exactly, this is where the Leopard is. Leopard just took the shot, so easy kill for me, easy kill, some assistance as well. 183, can we put a couple shots into that 183? And 183 is also going down, but not without putting 1696 damage into our FE215B actually. So enemy 183 definitely went down swinging. Now only 2 enemy tanks left to take out, Skoda D56 and Tortoise. That's the first Skoda D56 who actually repositioned all the way from the forest up to here. At the start of the battle, from the start of the battle, taking a bit wider angle because that Skoda was not my spot. I did not spot that guy. I believe SRV did while that Skoda was actually peeking. So now, because I did not spot Tortoise right away, or Tortoise didn't spot me, I know where this guy can be. If I didn't get spotted, if I did not spot, this Tortoise is not over here, but behind the bump, and the Tortoise cannot see me from behind the bump. So quite an easy flanking into Skoda, who was actually able to snap me and did put me down to 3 hit points. So it was quite a risky shot over here. Yes, I know that, but I have quite a beautiful score already in this tier 10 battle. We have been doing some damage actually as well, and some assistance. That one was a bounty, 175mm of penetration is nothing special. And together with the blind assistance guys, almost 9,000, actually slightly above 9,000 combined, 3,100 damage, 5,900 assistance, so over 9,000 damage battle. Beautiful. Now, next up, we're coming to the day where I actually free marked this tank. Malinovka, Prokhorovka, I think I actually didn't see Murovanka. But those 2 maps, good enough for you to actually finish this mark very quickly, if you are lucky enough to get those. It feels like, the closer you are getting to the 3rd mark, the harder the matchmaking is going to be. Anyway, Malinovka, I'm early on going to try to take this very, overpowered position, but at the same time always being ready to reposition. Now, usually I do not want to come, or I do not like to come up to the aggressive E1 position, which is very crazy OP early on in the game without knowing where the enemy light tank is. I kept going up to that position because at the very first moment we saw where the enemy Hawk 12 was. Enemy Hawk 12 was where the Scorpion G right now is. So what happened after that is I'm simply going to take it chill because they have Skoda D27 who was spotting me from the middle, in that little mini bit right over here, just right over here where we are going to spot that guy. So I was waiting for a couple minutes actually, I was waiting many minutes on this map, just patiently waiting what the enemy team is going to do, waiting for the enemy mistakes. And when we did get this Skoda out of the game, now I know that his map is mine and mine alone, because I didn't want to go back up to the E1's position where I got first spotted, simply because that Skoda, who was able to outspot me before and would have been able to do the same while I tried it again. So I actually waited close to 3.5 minutes or 3 minutes, you know, just driving around in the middle, just doing some active scouting if possible, some passive scouting if possible, waiting for my moment. And now, you know, after we got rid of the light tank and also the Skoda, this is my battle from here on. I'm simply able to stay invisible while spotting all the enemy guys up over here, slowly but steadily backing up, spotting the tortoise, Yo tank, ISU. Everything is getting wrecked because we have such a crazy sniping support. Enemy team doesn't have a light tank anymore, and the only guy who is actually able to spot me in this situation, ladies and gentlemen, is T95. I don't know how I did not spot that guy before. D95 didn't take any shots, did not fire. I spotted Tortoise, ISU before. All those guys I spotted before because they actually fired as well. But why D95 didn't fire, and how was this guy able to be so invisible until I proxied it, or we proxied each other actually? Maybe Camonet or something. This actually made me question, like, how the hell was that T95 able to be so you know, stealthy. Anyway, as you can see, I skipped a lot of this battle because we all know how the Malinovka plays, or if you didn't know, then don't force spots early on. This is how you are going to get wrecked, guys. You do not need to be aggressive at the start of the battle to get extremely good scores, extremely good results. Like over here, almost 10,000, you know, combined, and I believe we are actually going to get over 10,000 slightly combined out of this, and one shot of damage as well, which was artillery kill, by the way, so it is the most important, of course. And boom, with that little assistance, we crossed 10,000 as well. Blade I tried to take the aggressive bush early on at the start of the battle because I saw enemy light tank across the map, but Skoda actually outspotted me. Always be ready, alerted to drive away if you get spotted. And after that, simply played passively, waited for my moments, waited for my teammates to actually come up as well, because there is no reason to spot if you do not have any snipers. The only way how you're going to get assistance is if allies are able to shoot at your spots. You know, it is just common sense. And now we are coming to the battle, which surprisingly actually was my third marked battle. I think I needed something like 0.75% out of this battle. I was not expecting this one to be the third marked battle, but you know, once again, what you need is decent light tank map, tier 10 vehicles with a lot of hit points on the battlefield. Well, we have the tier 10 vehicles. Lakeville can be good, can be bad, you know, sometimes. Usually it is quite decent, actually. I have had quite a decent assistance scouting scores out of this map, but it can also be very stale, boring, if you do not have snipers, if enemy team doesn't have any tanks, what you are able to spot, like that KV4, you know, a little tourist on the map, Lorraine up tier, Jagdpanzer E100 has been kind of trapped. Jagdpanzer E100 knows exactly where I was, as you saw at the start of the battle as well. You know, if you get spotted like that, if you get spotted like that Lorraine 40T, there is only one position where the light tank can be in, and I'm sitting in the most blind fired bush, actually. I know that I'm sitting in this bush, in the most blind fired bush, so this is why I'm always ready as well to reposition, as you saw at the start of the fight, when Jagdpanzer actually took a shot into this bush. Of course, always, if you see guns turning towards you, if you see guns starting to point towards you, you have to move. And you know, this rock actually has, especially for the vehicle size, like the ELC is, you know, has. It has enough cover to stay hidden, and you can troll them a bit. We got beautiful assistance out from the Lorraine. Jagdpanzer E100 as well. I'm just trying to keep this guy spotted because, as you can see from the minimap, there is Rhino with the auto-reloading gun system, some heavy tanks. I was simply waiting for those guys to get into the position to put some side shots into the Jagdpanzer E100. Jagdpanzer's gun was behind the rock, but just in case I'm still hiding, you know, just hiding, trying to keep this guy spotted. And we are at 4,162 assistance right now, which wasn't close enough yet for the third mark, so patiently still waiting, hoping for my heavy tanks. And as soon as I see this Jagdpanzer turning, I knew, oh, this is going to be juicy. Come on, couple more shots. I think if this guy is going down, that's going to be my third mark. And boom, Leopard PDA picked up that kill with a little snipe. And here is LT 432 as well, on the move, just to celebrate his assistance plus damage plus blind assistance as well from the LT-432, and now I am simply celebrating together with the team. We did it. Oh boy, it took many streams to maintain the mark. It took many streams on the city map after city map, and one day opened up the game. All it took, 6 battles on decent maps, and it was done. You know, you have to know the light tank positioning, how to be passive at first, aggressive, you know, just read the game, how to read the game a bit, you know, you have to know how to do that a bit. Do the spotting, and your teammates are going to do all the work. Ladies and gentlemen, Lakeville, quite surprisingly. But still, this battle is not over. As you can see, 7-4, trying to get even more, and boom, we are going to get some more. Splitting that tortoise spotting with 705A, I guess. We have a lot of snipers back here. Rhino, Scorpion G, Leopard PTA is coming up as well. Voice B. Over here I should be able to stay stealthy while getting some assistance. You know, almost 7,000 done already. For Lakeville standards, in under 5 minutes, this is very good. I'm putting myself into a bit of risk over here, but it is what it is, guys. A couple more vehicles left to take out. Full HP SU up over there, and this next clip, guys, shows what I mean about the most potato gun in World of Tanks. You know, this first shot, very close, almost a hit, you know, I took it on the move, but this shot simply went into the racks once again, didn't aim. You know, this is why I said, you cannot trust this gun. Even when you are so close, yes, I know I didn't fully aim, but the final shot as well, like 90% of the aiming circle was covered with the vehicle, 10% with the ground, and it found the 10% angle. And here I'm trying to ram SU 130 PM, and did the recording freeze or something? I believe the recording froze. Anyway, guys, don't worry, I'm going to show you this little ramming action where I did 31 damage but took 205 damage in slow motion under a different angle. And that's it. That was it, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people. The Art of Invisibility, brought to you by ELC Even 90. Third mark, over 7,000 on Lakeville. Fast battle, beautiful score. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, thumbs up button is for that. If you didn't, thumbs down button is for that. I thank you so much for tuning in. I showed you 4 battles today. Special video. Guys, until next time, stay awesome, stay sexy, stay safe, take care, and bye.